Hello.
So
Good
Yossi,
afternoon.
welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much for having me.
Here you're a bit of a legend in Amsterdam. Came here, not that long ago really, and taken the whole restaurant scene by storm. And I think what's incredible to me is that you've done everything from fast casual right through to winning Michelin stars. I mean, it's been a pretty incredible journey. How did you end up here?
It was extremely fast ride. Amsterdam was really welcoming for us, and it was such a nice experience for the last 11, 12 years when we had to start to found the Entourage Group. It was not on the table. We could not even see that far. That where we achieved for the last 11 years. I always proud and say that Amsterdam, it's where all our brands created, it's all our brands born and run, and from Amsterdam everything explode out to other cities in Europe and growing now with a lot of other stuff. But it all started in London when I met my business partner, Liran Wiesman, a very great friend of mine, amazing hotelier and a great businessman. And we clicked, we had a good chemistry. And we went to, he bought a hotel in Amsterdam, and he invited me to see what he was doing. And he said, let's do a joint venture. Apologize for that. I thought I put it in silence. I don't. I came, and it was really nice. Momo, it was a park hotel in Amsterdam, and I really love the venue. I love Amsterdam. I've been before. And I saw the opportunity to get into Amsterdam. I love this. It's such a beautiful, cosmopolitan village. It's such a charming city, beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. And I saw the potential in the market. When I look at the venue and I saw the potential, I started to develop Momo. Momo was the first ambassador of the Entourage Group. We launched it in Park Hotel in 2008. And since then, now we celebrated over 10 years. It's one of the strongest restaurants in the city. Following by Momo, we start to explore when we open Izakaya, which is contemporary Japanese, The Butcher, which is high-end burger bar, and we've got a twist on it as well with Speakeasy Bar that won a lot of awards. And
there was a few of us there at about 10 o'clock last night for a cheeky burger, so I can definitely recommend for 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, it's always honest, good burgers. It's The Butcher is always stay like a little baby of a group. It's something that I worked for quite a long time to build it, and I think it's such a strong identity brand. Especially with what we created, the first one in the little market, and now the whole process of it, how The Butcher born, it was such a beautiful, a little painful with the time it took and everything, but I think it just everything was for a reason, and everything happened that The Butcher got to where he is now. Following with that, we opened a beautiful The Duchess in the old bank building in Amsterdam. We converted a beautiful space that was 100 years bank in Amsterdam to beautiful restaurants that achieved a Michelin star 2 years ago. And we did the Mr. Porter, which is a modern steakhouse on the rooftop of W, which it's a big twist of class. It's very not classic steakhouse. It's very untraditional, very modern twist with the menu. It's a big menu with a lot of Mediterranean twisted on it. So it's very signature. Everything we did, I never wanted to copy anything. I never wanted getting a lot of inspirations from a lot of things, but always try to do our own signatures and to do our own stamp. And like Mr. Porter is nothing like others. I mean, and the same as Izakaya and the same as the rest of our brand. We always wanted to make a statement, to be innovating in what we do, and to bring something that doesn't exist in the market. And that's what I think part of the success of what we did in Amsterdam. It's what we brought to Amsterdam, something that wasn't here. I saw what was in Amsterdam, And I try to bring everything that they didn't have. So not better or whatever, because great to have bistros, great to have brasseries, great to have Chinese food, or Chinese small restaurants, local. I love those simple places. But I tried to bring something that was not in the market here. And Momo was the first one that we launched that made such a strong impact, because Amsterdam wanted something international, cosmopolitan as Momo, with the food, the interior, the way we lay out the space with open kitchen, 360 bar, DJs every night. So it's kind of like a full package experience. This is what the Entourage standing for.
And you're not just in Amsterdam anymore. I know you've gone global, and that's the aspiration. Where are you, and where do you want to be?
We started with Berlin, with the butcher, and then follow up with Izakaya. We launched it in Hamburg, Ibiza, Munich.
Are you just picking places you want to go visit?
No, yeah, exactly. I always put restaurants in the cities that I like, a city that I see potential, a city that I believe will appreciate what we do. I mean, meaning that's going to be successful business, of course. And of course, cities that I will enjoy spending time on. You know, I'm one thing everybody knows me. I don't like to do things I don't like. I want to enjoy, get a passion for what I do. I don't have jobs that I'm not enjoying, so I want to do 100% with my soul, my energies, and everything I've got into a project. So Izakaya been successful everywhere we went so far. We're launching now in Barcelona Mr. Porter. It's the second Mr. Porter in May. So that's will be another platform in a beautiful location in Barcelona. So I'm really looking forward to see how the market in Barcelona will embrace us. I believe it will do really well.
I wholeheartedly agree with you on this idea of not doing what you don't want to do and what you're not really passionate about and love. But I think what's really key, of course, is you've got an amazing team. I've met lots of them over the last few days. What kind of structure have you got behind you? Who's helping you run this business effectively?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we build, like I call it, the Entourage family. We've got such an amazing, you see them, a lot of them here now, came to support.
It's all the guys with a camera at the front, I assume, yeah?
Yeah. So we've got an amazing team with my partner, business partner, my partner, and the CEO of the Entourage Group. We've got an amazing executive chef that with us for many years. We build like such an amazing family with the brand ambassadors and the nightlife. So every sections that we have, we build like such a big family that follow with us for many, many years. This is the key and the success of the Entourage. We have people that inspired by us, luckily, and enjoy working with us and staying with us for a long time and be part of this success. And of course, it's not one person make this success. It's I can be a leader, but we have got such an amazing umbrella of the head office and the people that actually leading the Entourage Group. I can name now another hundreds of names, a lot of names, but we have 1,000 people under the umbrella of Entourage at the moment.
We maybe don't have time for that, but it's cool. I was really, really fascinated hearing throughout the day that a lot of people are talking about scalable brands are often really simple brands. But actually, you go to your brands and they're very intricate, they're very detailed, and actually you can see that the service element's definitely there. How do you ensure that consistency when you're going overseas and when you're going so far from where you are geographically?
I always believe that, it's all about the details. It's all about the little details, even the details that customers doesn't see. Either like you choose the right cutlery or you choose the right plates or the right glassware. Interior, it's like the setting you make for them. One of the most difficult things in this business is consistency. This is, I think, one of the most difficult things to get, and this is the most important things in this business. When you don't have consistency in the business, you have no rights to exist. I think consistency, it's one of the key things. Of course, good value for money. Of course, is experience. Of course, good food, service. It's one of the most important things. I think it's a full package. And that's what we mastered with the Entourage Group. We built such a strong structure, kind of I call it a bulletproof, with amazing teams again, that's leading this ship, and keeping the consistency with service, with food, with everything regard the experience of the guest journey, the customer journey, and everything goes from the minute he's calling or minute he's walking to one of our venues to the full experience until he walked out, and something makes him come back, walk with a good smile out of it, and of course how to do it structurally. We build each one of our restaurants, each one of our brands have completely structure on its own. There's no one GM that's running between 10 restaurants. We need attention. It's head chef in each one of our venues. We have a general manager in each one of our venues, and of course the structure underneath them. And we have the head office, which is the biggest umbrella with extremely amazing managers that actually overlooking of this pyramid, you know, from CFO to executive chef, of course, CEO above everybody, and you've got lifetime, you know, because each one of the things needs his own attention. You know, nightlife is completely different than fast food, and high-end brand is different than. So you need to specific people to target that.
And what's the model? Are you managing everything? Are you looking at franchising? Like, what's the growth?
So we've got a lot of brands. We've got a lot of high-end brands that we don't look into franchising all these brands because I think it's much more complicated unless you have a partner that has got a lot of experience. Was me?
No, it's okay. It just happens when I'm on stage.
When you have a partner in the other side that have a lot of experience and they can take the Duchess or Miss Porter or Izakaya, those kind of high-end brands, and implement it in a different country, and you need to have a very good experience, of course, financial background, everything to do it. We never did it so far. We're operating everything ourselves, but we created a lot of casual dinings, like the Butcher, that we made it from day to be a franchise. So I created the Butcher from day to be, you know, useful friendly, to be able to duplicate it, to be able to something that will be global, will be basically be able to duplicate and to growth and to make the Butcher everywhere. And also Tony Loco, it's a pizza concept that we just launched for franchise as well. And a few other things that's in the pipeline that we're doing now. That's have their own structure of developer operations and everything that included the franchise developers that we are putting it under one umbrella, separated to the high-end brand. Because it's two different creatures.
So you told us that to begin with, it was a hotel opportunity that kind of, and putting a restaurant and hotel. We've only got 90 seconds. I'm sure it's more of a bigger discussion point, but
yeah.
Lots of people say that hoteliers can't run restaurants. What do you think to that?
I kind of agree. I think that the specific hoteliers can do that, the people that have knowledge and experience with restaurants, with the hospitality of this side, because I think restaurants, hospitality is completely different than hoteliers, and I can see now the needs of all the biggest brands in the world, hotel brands that really understand it now and really approaching to people like us, you know, like restaurateurs or people from this side of the hospitalities, understand the value of brands, understand the values of the knowledge and the experience of what we can do that they cannot. And I think this is 99% of the problem solved when you know that that's what this approach you need to do, because in old days, every hotel thought they can do it themselves. And they did, and they thought we'd do it with a nice design, and we bring another celebrity chef and whatever, and it didn't work. It just, all the time, they spend the money, they put hopes, they spend a lot of energy and time, and it just never happened. So I think it's something that I always, if something I don't know how to do, I bring someone that specializes on it in anything. It's like, I don't paint, I don't do maintenance because I have no idea. I have two left hands. But I do other things good, and that's what I'm focusing my time. I know how to create concepts, I'm creative, and I know this industry, so I'm doing more and more restaurants.
And I know that you've got a stand outside, and Stephanie and Maxime and some of the others have been at your stand. You were looking for opportunities, so definitely come and see you or the team and have a chat over lunch. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you very much,
you guys.
Yossi. Big round of applause. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.